Most of the time, people travel outside of their homeland in order to secure a better life for themselves and their family. Some of the times, they do not even get to venture on that path because their life have been cut short. I'm about now to provide you with a story coming outside of the United States, which involved a Jamaican woman in which she was found shot to death inside her home. Hi again and welcome. This is Links 007 TV. Let's talk. And when we return, we'll have the exclusive details of this to come on the program. If it's the first time you're watching, please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and click on all so you're always updated with the latest report. Welcome back and thanks for joining us for the program. This is Links 007 TV. Let's talk. So there's a sad story in local and even international media of a Jamaican woman who goes by the name Karesha Brissett, and her life was actually taken after she was found in her home with what appears to be gunshot wounds. Now, with this said, we have seen a number of similar incidents involving female in the United States. Female that will go overseas in order to secure a better life for themselves and their family, and their life have been cut short. Some of the time they have just be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Some of the times their life have been taken due to domestic disputes with their partner. And the trend is thus developing more and more, where we are seeing an increase in the number of females' life being taken, especially in certain parts of the United States. And it's real shocking and it's real alarming to see this happening, especially when these females would traverse overseas in order to secure a better life for themselves and their family. We here at Links 007 TV though just want to take this opportunity just to express our sincere and heartfelt condolences to the family and friends of this female, Miss Brissett. And it's one of those stories that is really sad to report on. However, we just have to do what we have to do and just update you, the public, so you're more aware of things that are happening around you. So this story that I'm about to talk about is coming outside of Florida, United States to be exact. After a Jamaican-born woman was found shot to death at her home in Florida on Tuesday of this week. So the deceased has been identified as 45-year-old Karesha Brissett. And it stated that Brissett migrated from Jamaica to Florida several years ago. So this female has been living in the United States for some time, and the police are actually investigating the matter in order to ascertain a motive behind this latest homicide of a Jamaican in the United States. So reports are that Brissett's body was found by the Port Lucille police late Tuesday morning after a friend had gone to her home following her failure to turn up for work. The friend later discovered that the backsliding glass door was shattered and raised an alarm. So it seemed as if someone had broken into Miss Brissett's house, because based on that revelation that a glass door leading to the back of her house has been smashed, the police are ruling this very seriously and they are trying to put the pieces of the puzzle. So, according to a media report coming outside of the United States, officers found 13 spent shells casing on the back patio of the house. They theorized that Brissett was shot and killed through the glass sliding door without her attackers or attacker entering the building. So this seemed as if this was a targeted attempt and they executed the plan because they shot her through the glass door without even entering the premises. And based on the Number of splinters that the police were able to uncover from the scene, 13 in total. This means that this female would have been shot multiple times all over her body. Now, many people have begun to speculate, and there are many rumors circulating online whether or not this was just another case of a relationship that went sour, and the male partner believed as if this was the only way in order to settle the problem that they're having. These are just some allegations that are circulating around on social media. Not saying this is true, whether or not the police will investigate this to see, it's still a mystery as well. But all I can say is that the police in the United States, they really need to carry out a thorough investigation on this one. Just check every crevice and corner in order to put the pieces of this puzzle together. Many people have been even stating that the police need to investigate whether or not this female had an insurance policy over her head, and this might have been a reason or another reason that someone would want to snuff her life out in such a fashion as she sat inside her home, carrying out her daily routine, not knowing that someone was about to get her, and they executed the plan with her life snuffed out right inside her own home. This female is said to be 45 years old, and she has been living in the United States for some time now. And it's very sad to see what happened in this situation. And it don't even matter what was the reason behind it. It is still sad, it's still unfortunate, and it's still uncalled for. This is another female life innocently being taken over something that might could have been settled in a different manner. So, according to Sergeant John Delacroix of the Port Lucille Police, this individual told me the reporters that evidence so far suggested that the taking out of this female was a targeted crime and not a random act of violence. Meanwhile, Brissett's cousin Karen Samuel told media reporters that the Jamaican had been living in Florida for approximately 10 years and recently moved into the house where her life was taken. Now, one have to even begin to imagine if she just recently moved into the house. I wonder if there was a problem elsewhere where she was living and she was actually trailed to this new location and her life taken. This taking out of this Jamaican female has left many puzzled and have even left the police in a state where they have not even begin to put the pieces of the puzzle together, but they're carrying out their investigation, and I believe that they will put the pieces of the puzzle together. It is stated by the cousin, Karen Samuels, that they grew up in Jamaica and migrated to the United States. So they would have known each other for their whole life, adding that one would never have expected Brissett to be taken out in that manner, as she was a very religious female and she was into her church. So this female was said to be a church going person. So the family members are appealing to persons to help to bring the cousin attackers or attacker to justice. The police have made a similar appeal for information that might lead to an arrest as the family mourns the passing of this individual. They're just hoping that the police will make a breakthrough in the case. This is where I believe I'm going to leave this story here for now, though. Thanks for watching. This has been Links 007 TV. Let's talk. And this is just another sad story to report on. Karesha Brissett, 45 years old, losing her life just inside her new home that she just moved into. I wonder what really caused this. If it's the first time you're watching, please subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell and click on all so you're always updated with the latest report. Peace out and bless and have a productive weekend.
She does have family that's gonna really miss her. And it's not fair to somebody to do that to her because she had her whole life ahead of her. We both grew up in Jamaica, migrated to the US. So I knew her my whole life. At this time, I don't even know who or why somebody would do that to her. We never expected this to happen to her of all people because she's, very religious, very into her church and everything. She's very kind, very humble. The most humblest person you can ever, imagine. Help our family, bring Karesha to justice. Brings me comfort knowing that, she's believed in God and she's going to heaven.